All right, this morning we have to dimension an object. And if we're dimensioning a single view or orthographic object, it's sort of done the same way. You want to add enough information that the object can be built, but you don't want to overfill it with information so it's cluttered. So let's dimension this that we call the turtle. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to our layer area. I'm going to switch back to drafting and annotate. And I'm going to go here to layer properties and I'm going to make a new layer. And I'm going to call it dim because I don't want to write the whole word dimension. With our dim layer, it should be done in red. So there we go. There we go. We got our red one and I'm going to make dim current so you can see it up top. Now I'm going to type in dim style. This is pretty important because it changes the style that we have. We want it to be on standard. Yours tends to go to ISO 25, I think, but we want it to be in standard and to set current. It just makes the numbers appear on the inside and it looks pretty good. We're going to go to modify and we're going to go to primary units and we're going to set our primary units to 0. We're going to go to text. I didn't double check the size of this, so I could be in trouble, but I'm going to make the size of our text 6 and the size of our arrowheads 5. So when I go to dimension this, the first dimension I'm going to do is a linear dimension, and I'm going to go from the middle of this circle to the middle of that circle and drag it down. So I think my dimension's a little bit big there, so I'm going to go back to dim style. Should have checked it first, eh? Oh well, it's good for you. Quit crying. Arrow size going to be 3, text size going to be 4. Okay, close, and it automatically adjusts, or at least it should. If not, you got to redraw it. Too bad for you. We're going to go back to another linear dimension. It's at the end here, and we want to line it up. If you notice, you can snap right to the end point, and it keeps it in a nice line for us. Now, if you notice, this was supposed to be 42 and a half, and this one here is 21. So this one doesn't have enough decimal points. So if I click on it and right click, I can go to precision and change it to 2 decimal points, and it fixes it for us immediately. That's awesome. We have to add a couple more dimensions. Besides linear, we could go to angular dimension, and we can set our angular dimension to draw here. Now, this one's tough because we want to measure these and we don't have a point in the middle. So I'm going to go back to my construction line. I'm going to draw a line straight up. And when I go to angular, I'm going to click on these two. I'm going to switch it back to dimensions, right? Yeah. And then angular. And there we go. There's our one angle. Then we'll go to the other side here. Oops. We'll drag it up and lock it onto the end point. Oops. Hold on here. Angular. Snip. Snip. I can highlight it after and drag it up into position. Oh my gosh, my computer is not. Let's try that again. If I go back a step here, when I click on it, I should just be able to drag it straight up till it's in the right position. There we go. Now, there's also radius measurements. There's also um, diameter. So to do diameter, you click and you can drag it to position where you want. When you do radius, same thing. And we can change the text to this. If I type M and enter, it gives me the text box that pops up. I'm going to just make it a little wider. So this one's a radius of 8, and then I can put times and how many of those we need. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I better count them again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Enter, enter. And then we can click to the right place. So we want to fully dimension this object and we want to make it clear and concise. So watch this video, try dimensioning your single view and orthographic objects, and we're off to the races.